It away on fourth down. Here's Drew Kaiser.
Let's go, Brown. Let's go.
He'll return it from the 6. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
One of the toughest things for an offensive lineman to learn is the ability to get in space and hit people who are moving targets. And linebackers are not easy ones to hit because they know how to move, juke, and make you miss. And that's exactly what he did on that play. A nice play for the defense.
And a long way to go for the offense here on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings out 3rd down.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Third down, still 14 yards left.
Green 39. Green 39.
They'll drop to throw. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss. And that'll lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And now San Diego getting set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They're going to look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And, you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards on the pickup. Good enough for an Oakland 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. I always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Detroit!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. And if you're the defense and those D tackles, you like that they're trying to run the football here against your 4-3, don't you?
Yeah, because they tend to eat things up because they are so strong and physical, and especially when they play with leverage where they get lower than the offensive linemen and control them. And what I love about the good defensive tackles, they can play over the guards, they can slide and play over the center. Nobody in the offense likes that day when they have to deal with those guys.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. Play action, they'll throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone. for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 12. And it'll give the Chargers a first down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Green, 30. Over.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They go play action here on blitz coming, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Let's go. Boom, landed. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Halfback sent in motion. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
There's a good push to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, the flat-out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Back out of that Philly. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Steps away to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Second down following the incompletion. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. He's going to air one out. He's got him in. Complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Raiders. 31 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is third down. One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Here we go now.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And that is no good. No good. Wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So 2nd and 10 here.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly, here we go. Right over there. Detroit. Watch it now, Barney.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Detroit. Leopard. Here we go now. Blue 90. Over. All right, now, lucky 56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
I have to say that was a surprise call on 3rd and inches. I thought they'd try and run the football there, but you got to believe they thought they'd surprise the defense and pick up something downfield, but that one goes incomplete.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down.
All right, here we go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And now here come the Raiders. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we send you cross-country to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando with our halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll be tackled at about the 35. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Now a shotgun snap as the Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Detroit, here we go. Detroit, landed. Detroit, over. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
Play clock winding down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. And they're going to speed things up here.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. It's 3rd down, 6 yards to go for the offense.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Back 99. Leopard. Leopard.
They'll look to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So he makes the grab and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that first down pass.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. One receiver to the left is Cooper. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
All right, here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
Play fake. He'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Detroit! Detroit! Set! 3-19! No, check!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in the game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. A host of Raiders in on the tackle.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Looking to throw. Hard throw. Incomplete. Here's Drew Kaiser now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken in at the 11. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
One receiver left, two to the right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't
That
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
One receiver to the left is Cooper.
Let's go! Green, 39! No. Check, Patriot!
They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. And quickly, they get to the line. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back across midfield, he's sacked at the 46. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
And we're back now in Mission Valley and San Diego. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 15 he goes. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. A group effort there. A bunch of Charger defenders there to make the stop.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now back to throw. That's caught at the 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. A long drive here. Play 12 coming up for the offense. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have cut it back to within a score. And he's able to put it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And now San Diego getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now let's go. Green 39. Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now. Detroit.
play fake here on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They come up in an offset eye. Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. And now Cooper, slow to get up. Staying down after that last play. We'll step away and come back to San Diego after this. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Back there, Philly, here we go. All right, now look at
And the play
56.
clock's running down.
Over.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one.
Here we go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense.
Here we go now. Green,
The tight end, Henry, here in motion.
39.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They'll look to throw again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Time for a break. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now, starting to take their tape off, and, hey, we've done this. Now
whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Deep drop. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. They come out here in the eye. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now after the touchdown, Drew Kaiser to boot it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one. There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And on 2nd and 10 now. So the D-line's going to spread out. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. And now San Diego getting set to go. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for San Diego, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Chicago Bears next week. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time.